Hi, ladies. This is Michelle, and I just wanted to come live and share, first of all, how grateful I am for this group. Thank you, Natalie, for creating this safe space for us women to come share, be vulnerable, connect with each other, support one another, and it's just in a beautiful community. And I know it's not the end, it's only the beginning of new memories and new beginnings for so many of us. I just want to share a little bit about me. I'm not Natalie's typical ideal client at all. My children are grown, they're on their own. So I've already raised my children. I'm probably like more of Natalie's mama's age. So I relate to her on so many other levels. My daughter is 26 and my son's 27. So, nonetheless, I love what Natalie shares. I love that Natalie is vulnerable. And probably the first thing I saw was maybe her stretched skin video. And there's probably that I was like, oh yeah, this girl talks about things that nobody else talks about, and that's my jam. And I just continue to follow Natalie. I've tried her recipes. I love them. I cook her recipes every week. I started buying her ebooks. I even bought the pelvic one because, hey, I had 2 kids. And all along, and I started listening to her podcast. And during that time, I was really struggling because I knew that I was called to start this podcast, Life is a Treasure, for 2 years at least. I was very, very scared. I didn't want to go vulnerable to the world and share my story again. And I just had a lot of fears, and I had a lot of, I mean, this is different. This is a whole nother format coming to the world. And I believe in prayer. I believe in meditation. I believe in law of attraction. And I would pray. I would cry. I would just say, man, I wish Natalie, because I mean, I knew that I'd been studying online businesses and taking, and masterminds and coaching programs. And I was like, Natalie wasn't doing any of that yet. Okay. I had no idea that Natalie would start going toward the business side of things. I did not. I thought she would still be a health and nutrition coach. She's amazing at helping young moms. And, I was just kind of bummed because I really wanted to be coached under Natalie, but she just wasn't like my ideal fit, but, the content that she was putting out and what I needed. But I never stopped following her. I listen to everything. I buy everything that she puts out. I even have her Brave bracelet because how could I not when we're starting this 21-day challenge. But anyway, I just stayed. And like she talked about, she was one of those mentors that she didn't even know who I was. And I was just taking in her content all the time because it was helping me. It was changing me from the inside out. She was giving me what I needed. And so I continued to follow her. I continued to listen to her podcast and everything she put out. And finally, I was in Louisiana. We had went back. That's where I'm from, New Iberia. And we are now in Austin, Texas. But went back to our family for the holidays and had someone passed away in the family. And so we stayed a few more weeks. And during that time, Natalie announced Peak Academy. And I was just like, oh my God, I manifested this. This is what I've been asking for. This is what I know I need. And she was starting it. And I was like one of the first ones, I'm sure, to click on that link and sign up to be one of those founding members because that's what I wanted. That's what I was asking for. And that's what I needed. And I had no idea. Natalie had no idea where it would go. She had just started this program from scratch. And y'all, I was blown away. If you're in this 21-day challenge and you know how much you've got from this, that is just this is just an appetizer. This is just a teaser of what Natalie shares in Peak Academy. I mean, she covers everything and anything you can think of. So mindset, the financial part of it, the struggles. She's real, she's real with us, and she's real in the Peak Academy. And she's there for us, just like she was here every single day, no matter what. She was here, even with her little kids right there. She shows up. She to me is the best example. She does what she says. She's a good leader because she doesn't say she's perfect. She never says she has it all together, but she does it. And I joined this 21-day challenge, and I got the calendar, and I'm so glad because look, I just marked it all up front and back, literally. And oh my God, it just changed my life. But one of the goals that I set for myself was to have my podcast finally launch. And to me, what that meant was sent over to Apple Podcasts to get approved. Okay. And so like, that was my last step. That was my goal. And I set my goal and I thought I'd get it done by 21-day challenge, but I definitely love to follow my intuition and let things happen the way that they're supposed to. I believe in divine timing. And so this 21-day challenge kind of came to an end, and I kind of was disappointed, but I gave myself grace. I practiced everything Natalie talks about. But yesterday I knew it was getting close, and yeah, it was kind of like having a baby. I've been getting ready for this. I've been ready to birth this thing into the world and press that button. And I literally felt like, because I've been just taking Natalie with me, like we all want her in our back pocket. She is, because I can go into Peak Academy at any time and find what I need there. It's like having instant access to Natalie at any time in my business, in my life. You need to pick me up. She's there. Peak Academy is worth every single cent. It's worth every single minute that I spend in there. And I cannot say that about every single group or program that I've been involved in, but I can tell you that for anything with Natalie, anything, she delivers 200%. You have to do your work, and that's what I'm here to tell you right here. I have this email because I finally submitted it to Apple, and I have my RSS feed. Like, that is, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. I'm so excited. I submitted it to Apple because I now have my RSS feed from my host, and my host is Buzzsprout, and they were amazing as well. Anyway, this is proof that you put in the work and you do what Natalie tells us to do, and you too will reap the benefits, and you will be able to treasure from the things that you're learning, and you implement them, and you will see this in your life. Because now I can say that, thank you, Natalie. I'm a podcaster, and I'm so happy to share life as a treasure with the world. And yes, it's scary, and yes, I was shaken, I was so nervous, and I felt nauseated, but at the end of the day, it's so worth it. So I know some of you had questions. I'm not sure what they were. Feel free to message me. Natalie, feel free to use this video as for the challenges you do, for the Peak Academy, for anything you do. I totally support you 100%. You have changed my life, and I want to thank you. And I want to thank every lady who's been in this journey with me, because you're all so supportive, my accountability partner. We're going to stay in touch, and I just treasure every one of you. And I just thank you for your time listening to this video. I thank you for your time that you shared with us in the group. And I thank Natalie for showing up anytime, anywhere, however she was. And that just shows us that we can too. And so anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you all guys wherever we may be on our next part of our journey together. Bye.